Good morning. Good morning. Let's get ready for our practice. We have a few more minutes. I hope you had a wonderful weekend, and we're going to have a wonderful class this morning. So let's make sure that you have everything you need. I always want to encourage you to hydrate. So if you've got some water nearby, that's great. But I want you to make sure that you have everything you need so that we can have a wonderful practice this morning. We got about another 3 minutes. If you'd like to put in the chat good morning or anything you'd like to share, please do that. I want to welcome everyone to our practice. This is a practice for beginning yoga. It's also a wonderful, gentle practice. If you are just working on mobility, healing from an injury, this is the practice for you. And I want to thank you so much for logging in. All right. I'm going to make my way onto the mat, and you can join me there. And I think we have maybe 2 more minutes. So let's come into our cross-leg pose. And while we're waiting for others to join, we can just begin to work on the breath. So the breath is the foundation of our practice, and it's really important that we're breathing with our diaphragm. So I'd like for you to think about the diaphragm like an umbrella that we can push to open and then draw in to close. So we can't see the diaphragm, but we can see our bellies. So when we're using our belly to breathe, we're opening the umbrella, and that umbrella presses against these two lungs, these sacs of air. And that's how we're able to support the breath. Now the muscles in the chest, are they designed to support the breath? Maybe not as good as using the diaphragm. So with that, I want us to use our diaphragm to support the breath throughout the entire practice, which is why we begin with the breath. So I believe we're right in time. We can jump into the breath part of our practice. So as we're sitting nice and tall, I want you to start to lead the breath with your belly instead of your chest. So when we breathe in, let's press in or breathe in, but press out. Exhale, we're going to release and draw in. Now, I'd like for us to slow it down even more now that we're directing the breath with the belly. Let's slow it down, taking our time to breathe in and fill up. And taking even more time to exhale and release. And I'd like you to continue to give me these slow, deep belly breaths. Breathing in and pressing out, filling up. Exhale, release, and draw the belly in. Take your time exhaling and emptying. Very good. Let's do 2 more slow belly breaths. Breathing in, pressing out and away. Exhale, release, and draw the belly in. And give me 1 more belly breath. Breathing in, pressing out, filling up. Exhale, release, and draw the belly in towards your spine. Very good. Now I'd like for us to put some music with our breathing I want you to inhale and lift your shoulders up tall by your ears. Exhale, roll them back. So I'd like for us to start to lift and circle the shoulders. But let's do two more. Roll up and back. And then one more. Circle up and back. Very good. Let's rest the shoulders with the belly breath here. Exhale, release. And then I want you to pick up the shoulders again and roll them forward. Let's do circles forward. Up and forward. Excellent. You do one more. Circle up and forward. And I want you to rest. Give me a deep belly breath here. Exhale, release. Good job. Now we're going to stay in this cross leg pose. Good. I want you to wrap your hands around your knees. Now I'm going to turn so that you see my profile. All right. Now with the hands wrapped around your knees, I want you to round your back, dome your back, slouch. Feel the arms extend because that's how much you're rounding the back and tucking the tailbone in. Very good. Now using the grip of your hand, I want you to press forward. Press your chest forward, lift your chin, and take your gaze up. Now we're going to do a series of these where we're going to roll and round and press. Chest comes forward, chin lifts. Let's do two more. Round, chin to the chest. Press, chest comes forward, lift the chin. But let's do two more. Round, chin to the chest. Slouch back. Use your hands to press the chest forward and lift the chin. And give me one more of these. Round your back. Chin to the chest. And then we're going to press forward. Lift the chin. Look up. Breathe. And then I want you to allow your chin to come level to the floor. Excellent. Now, let's stretch out the arms wide. I'd like for us to plant your right hand and reach your left arm straight up. Take this arm in the air, let it fall back, opening the chest. And then I want you to lift up your arm. Very good. Let's take your arm back, down, and around. So I want you to circle the arm wide. Reaching through the fingertips. Give me two more. Down and around. Excellent. One more. Down and around. Very good. You're going to come back to the center with the arms teed out. I want you to plant into your hand. Reach your right arm straight up into the air. Take the arm in the air. Let it fall back, opening the chest. And then lift up your arm. Very good. I want you to take your arm back, down, and around. So let's circle the arm wide, reaching to the fingertips. Give me two more. And one more. Very good. I want you to come back to the center, keeping the arms out. Let's plant in the right hand, moving to the right. Draw your arm near your ear. Feel that side body stretch. Excellent job. We're going to rainbow the arms up and over to the other side, leaning and drawing the arm near the ear. Excellent. Let's keep going from side to side, getting closer to the floor and deeper in the pose. Very good. Now when we come back over to this other side, I want you to stay for two belly breaths. Reaching up and over. 2 breaths here. Excellent. One more belly breath. Very good. We're going to rainbow the arms up and over to the other side. Lifting up and over, reaching. 2 breaths. One more belly breath. Very good. We're going to rainbow the hands and rest them on top of the knees. Let's take a deep belly breath here. Exhale, release. Excellent job. Now let's take the back of your left hand against your lower back. Wrap your hand around your left knee. Hold on and then turn to look over the shoulder. Feel this twist and give me one more breath. Exhale, release. Excellent job. And then let's turn and face back center. I want you to do the same thing on the other side. Back of the hand to the lower back. Wrap your hand around your knee. Hold to turn and look over the shoulder. Feel this twist and give me a breath here. Exhale, release. Good job. Now we're going to turn and face back center. Hands on the knees, sitting tall. Breathing in deeply here. Exhale it out. Very good. So I'd like for us to come onto our hands and knees for tabletop. Now, once we're in tabletop, I want us to go right back to those cow pats. So I want you to pick up your chin, pick up your tailbone. Inhale, right here, tap. Exhale, we're going to go round your back, chin to the chest, tuck your tailbone in into cat. Good, now I want you to give me 2 sets of these, from cow to cat. One more, lift up, breathe in, to cat. Good job, we're going to come back into this neutral spot. Now I want you to sink the hips towards your heels. Walk the hands forward. Bring your forehead to the mat. And we're going to rest in child's pose for a breath. Exhale, release. Very good. Now I want us to come back up onto our hands and knees for tabletop. Good job. Now we're going to pick up the chin, pick up the tailbone. Good job. Hips stay up, chin toes up, and shift the hips back towards the heel. When the hips land, chin comes to the chest. We're going to come up into tabletop. Pick up the chin and hips. Press back to chop. Chin to the chest. We're going to roll up. Good tabletop, pick up the chin and hips. Roll back. Roll it back, child's pose. Now let's start to make these movements into one. Roll up, chin up, tailbone up, press back. Chin to the chest, roll up, chin up, tailbone up. Make it one movement, flow back. Good, last one. Chin to the chest, roll up. Chin, tailbone up. Flow the hips back towards the heels. We're going to rest. Start to walk the hands forward, face to the floor. 2 breaths. Breathe. Good job. One more belly breath. There we go. Inhale in here. We're going to come back up onto the hands and knees. Good. Now let's press away from the mat and bring the palms together, heart center. Good. We're going to stand on the knees. And then I want you to step with your right foot. So step. Good job. We're going to forward fold to bring your hands to the floor. Good. I want you to shift your hips back with your hands planted. Good. And then shift your hips forward, bending into the knee. Let's pick up the chin. Come back, chin to the chest. Come forward, pick up the chin, look. 2 more. Come back. Come forward and lift up your chin. Give me 1 more. Come back. Shift forward, bend into the knee, pick up the chin. Good job. Whip that knee back in place. Fall back into our child's pose. Walk the hands forward, forehead comes to the mat. Rest here in our child's pose. I want you to give me 2 more belly breaths. 1 more belly breath. Excellent job. Inhale here. We're going to come right back up onto the hands and knees for tabletop. Press away from the mat. Bring your palms together, heart center. Now let's step the left foot in front with 1 rhythmic step. Good forward fold to lay on the hands. Good. Hands are side by side. Shift the hips back. When we bend and come forward, pick up the chin. Good. 2 more. Shift back. Shift forward. Pick it up. 1 more. Shift back. Shift forward and lift the chin. Very good. Whip that knee back in place. Sink the hips back towards the heels. Walk the hands forward, and we're going to bring the forehead to the mat, resting in child's pose. 2 breaths. Excellent job. 1 more belly breath. Very good. Now we're going to walk the hands in. Keep walking the hands closer. Walking the hands to the outside of the hips. And then we're going to come into our hero's pose. So hands come in front of the heart. Now maybe you're having a hard time with this pose. I want you to grab some pillows. You're going to stack the pillows right on top of the feet so that we can comfortably sit in hero's pose. So I'm going to grab some pillows, and I want to demonstrate that because it's very important that the spine is upright in hero's pose. And if we're having a hard time sitting into this, there are some tools that we can use to make it a little bit easier. So I'm going to grab 2 pillows, and I'm going to stack them. I'm going to grab just 1 more pillow. And I've got my pillows stacked here. Now, I want the pillows to be on top of my legs as they're together. And I'm going to bring the pillows close to the backs of the creases of my knees so that I can now sit comfortably, palms in front of the heart. Let's take 2 more breaths and draw the spine tall. We want to make sure we're not rounding or leaning forward. We want to bring the spine tall. 2 breaths, hero's pose. One more belly breath. Excellent job. Now inhaling here, I want us to forward fold so that we can land the hands in front. Good. Now I want you to take your right foot and bring it in front. We're going to keep the pillows on the left side. So we're going to step this right foot. And my foot is on the outside of my right hand. Good. Now I'm going to slide my heel closer to my knee. And then I want you to have a seat again. So here, we're back in heroes, but one foot is planted in front. I want you to step that in and bring the palms together, heart centered. Now let's make sure this foot is firm to the floor. Give me 2 breaths here. One more breath. Excellent job. Now I want you to land your hands right in front. And we're going to bring that knee back into place. Now let's make sure that the pillows are still in place so that we can carefully keep the pillows in place but step the other foot. Good. We're going to bring this heel closer in. Now, I want you to have a seat. Sitting on the pillows if you need to. Bring your heel closer in. Palms come in front of the heart. 2 breaths here. Now, I want you to feel the stretch in this knee. You're going to keep the hips even here. Good. 1 more belly breath. Very good. Now we're going to bring the hands in front and bring this knee back in place. Let's take both pillows off to the side. Good. And then I'd like for you to bring your hips forward, hovering the thighs. So we're going to hover your thighs and lift up the chin. Stay right here. 2 breaths. Good. One more belly breath. And then we're going to bend into the knees and drive the hips back towards your heels. Fall back into child's pose. Give me 2 breaths. Good. One more belly breath. Now, I want us to flow from child's pose into tabletop into up dog. So we're going to let the hips sit down. Good. Bend into the knees. Drive the hips back towards the heels. Good. And then we're going to come forward and bring the thighs down. Very good. 2 more. Press it back. Use the breath. Come forward. Roll. Bring your thighs. Pick up the chin. Very good. 1 more. Press it back. Roll it forward. Come forward. Thighs come to the floor. Lift up the chin and breathe. Excellent job. Now we're going to bend and drive the hips back so we can breath. Sink the hips back towards the heels. Fall back into this child's pose. Forehead to the floor. I want you to give me 2 breaths right here, resting, child's pose. Let's breathe together. Excellent job. And 1 more belly breath. Very good. Inhale here. We're going to come right back up onto our hands and knees for tabletop. And I'd like for us to dig the toes into the mat. Good. Now that the toes are digging, I want you to pick up your knees and drive the hips back for down dog. Good. And then we're going to tiptoe it in. Walk into a standing forward fold. Good. Soft bend in the knees so that we can peel the spine up. 1 vertebrae at a time. Good. Until we are standing in Tadasana. So I want you to bring the palms in front of your heart. Let's get rooted into the feet. Think about your posture. Think about your shoulders. And once we are fully aligned, we're going to take these 2 deep belly breaths. Breathing deeply here. Good. 1 more belly breath. Very good. Now, I'd like for us to step the feet apart a little bit. I want you to lace the fingers together, and let's take the elbows out as the fingers are laced together. And I want you to pretend like we're holding something in our arms. Good? Now that we have the arms together, I'm going to show you my profile. I want you to bend in both knees and hinge out the waist into chair pose. Good. Let's make sure the feet are a little bit apart. Good. Now we're holding this in our arms. I want you to sway the arms from left to right. And I want it to sway. Sway. 4, 3, 2, 1. Sway back. Now I'd like for us to forward fold to bring the fingers in front of the toes, extend the legs. And then we're going to circle the arms wide. Palms come together over the head. Hands come in front of the heart.
Give me a deep belly breath here. Exhale.